Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. Today we're going to be jumping into the story of Genshin in what I think is going to be a very piece of a bigger story to take us to potentially Inazuma. Of course we don't know, but there's a lot of things leading us in that direction. Also, still a little under the weather, so forgive me if I'm a little off, but ladies and gentlemen, this is the quest that I'm talking about. It is Kazuha's kind of quest that's taking, I believe, us into a big new thing. Essentially, this is the latter half of the 1.6 update, and yes, it's going to have to do with us introduced to Bido finally, as well as Kazuha, and I think it's going to be interweaved with what's going to be happening with us going into the future with this story. And I also think this is going to be a tentpole quest that is going to always be in the game. But maybe not, because it says Chapter 2 Prologue. But it also says an Archon quest, so I don't know if this is going to go away.
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your sister would have sided with the Abyss.
Okay, so yeah, this may lead us in, this may be the next part of the story, which may make sense. Actually, Prologue was also the aftermath of what happened with our sister. Makes some sense. I'm feeling a bit better.
Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right?
Yeah, you're right. There must be more to this than meets the eye.
She said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets she still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going.
Do you think our main character's belly is like cold sometimes? I'm glad I have you as my guide, Paimon.
Then Paimon will be sure to keep up the good work. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey...
There it is, finally! Mother of God, man. We like, Zhongli was like, you'll need to head to Inazuma. And our character's like, fuck you. No. I will proceed to just bullshit around until I still need to find that god.
Oh, you mean the god that took your sister away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her.
I need to teach her a lesson that she won't forget.
Ooh, Paimon supports that idea. Just the thought of it's so satisfying.
All right, Paimon.
We've ruled out two gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next...
Let's go to Inazuma.
Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in.
Well, first of all, you think we would just be like, cool, we'll come back to that one. And when I say if it's part of Inazuma, not like, because probably not get the whole, but like probably half of it, and then like maybe 1.9 or something, we'll get the, okay.
Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're unfamiliar with how we do these kind of like huge, like 2 hours or an hour worth of quest, that I try to condense in less of that. It's usually 2 hours, so I try to get to at least an hour if I can. But yeah, I try to basically cut out some of the dialogue that is just fluff. So I try to keep in the cornerstones of the story so that you guys can get all of the fluff, as well as like the cute moments or the funny moments I try to also keep in. So basically listen to the entire conversation. I take out parts that are unnecessary and keep in the fun parts that are fun, interesting, and funny. And yeah, that's how I edit it.
Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local.
I don't remember meeting her.
Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself.
Wow.
There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me.
Did someone save you?
That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there. Along with the other 2 commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma.
So like the government.
All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling. Unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there.
I have a compelling reason.
You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survive that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
We could just kill them all. Or be like, oh, you shitting me? My team is fucking... You're a god? Please, is where we're at.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, then the hardest part will be out of the way.
Let's give it a try. It seems like it. Let's give it a try. Ooh, we're finally gonna meet Beidou or Beidou. Fuck, it's Beidou, is it? I don't know if I can change this early in or this late in, but ladies and gentlemen, what I do know is Beidou's awesome. She released her character design is fantastic. Also, give me these ripping these butterfly wings off. Also, you guys be like, Grin, why aren't you playing Eula, you rat? And I'm like, all right, you fuck, let's throw down. I am not having any bullshit this week. Anyways, I don't even know if I want to stream. Just kind of feeling real like, if you fucking cross me. Also, I scratched the shit out of my eye. Maybe I took away my face cam because it was nasty. Someone digging up in their eye. But what do you call it? My eye's been twitching recently. You guys ever have that where I just decides to have just a panic attack, basically? Also, let's do this. I've been meaning to fix this for a while. Dresses. Wing gliders. Throw this one on him because it makes more canonical sense than the gold. Also, yeah, one of the things that's evident and it's kind of interesting within the lore of Inazuma is right now, and it's kind of weird, people have been talking about this for a while, but there's no 5-star Electro characters. Now some people are speculating it's because Electro's weak. I don't think that's the case. I think most people don't think that's the case as well. I think it's entirely having to do with the story, whereas like there's an Archon that's just not game with giving people visions anymore. So there's very, very few people who even have Electro visions. And if they are, they've had them for like millennia. Like they've had them since they were born, or like, yeah, when the Archon was in a stabler state of mind, supposedly. So that's, I think, as soon as Inazuma comes out, I think we're just gonna get blitzkrieged with a fair bit of Electro characters, which I can't wait for. That sounds absolutely awesome. Do you think? Let's just gun it and see how it plays. We have Chi-Chi, probably. Well, no, we don't, because we need to cast before we land, but we should be fine. It's ticking down quite fast, actually. Also, you think that's gonna be Inazuma? That seems real close, doesn't it? That seems real close. Oh, but yeah, we're playing Razor because I leveled him the hell up, and I would rather not just, get the smallest amount of give from our boy, who I just invested like so much that he crippled my economy and my self character. Anyways, whoopah, we're here. We've arrived. Where is the lass herself? The pirate king. Oh, right there, shit.
What symbols really mean?
See him a corner of my eye. You look great!
What have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatui Osile, right?
Have we met?
Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said.
Oh, nice. Sweet? Wong? Me's the best.
She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
Get wrecked.
Hey!
Get wrecked,
It's
Paimon.
not floating thing! It's Paimon!
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... Yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
Is this guy a bard by any chance? And this must be a bard for hire? No, this guy a bard for chance.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. This young man is Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Not sure if I like Kazuha. It kind of seems like a little, again, Kazuha, and this was my first take, it could have been wrong, we'll see if it is. Kazuha gave off the energy of like that guy in college who's like playing a fucking guitar underneath a tree and like a bunch of women are beside him and he's just like, you can just tell he's bullshitting. He's just bullshitting constantly. Anyways.
No, I can't argue with that. Okay then, once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The
Nope.
Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided.
Ha! I don't have a vision, but I mean, yeah. Okay.
You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
Well, see, I can't talk shit because my character is not leveled up. So if we do have to play him, he's gonna get steamrolled. I haven't invested in his kid at all.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact.
Ooh.
If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Oh, I like this a lot.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
Interesting. Why doesn't it have a master?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Guys, well done. Sorry, Mahoyo, good job. Whoever's your writing team is on fucking fire. Because these last two things, like, what they're doing is brilliant because they've basically seeded in a lot of these, like, interesting things about the world. And most games, if they do use them, use it like as a one-off dumb comment about like, hey, yeah, so vision, do you know how that was a thing? You go find it in this ruin. or like a dungeon, and that's it. Whereas Mihoyo is doing a really good job at setting like these things, these little kind of feelers that are existing within the world, and being like, okay, let's make a story about that, and explain what happens in the same time about what happens when a person dies with a vision, which is this thing that is bestowed upon them by archons or gods, to give them a special power for the element of the god that's given it to them. But anyways,
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
To be honest, I'm not interested. It's like, I am whatever I am, so I can use all of it. Sorry, my eyes, if I ever do that, my eyes twitching and I'm trying to get stop. Apparently it's because you drink too much coffee. That's bullshit. That's probably not true. A vision is of no use to me. That's honestly how it is. A vision, not much, well, yeah, that's just true.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat.
Wow.
In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
Ooh, I hope we do kindle the vision back. It'd be so sick if we could kindle a vision as well. And they're like, well, fuck, now you have to take the vision, but we'll take it in Inazuma as well. That was easy.
You just want him to take part in your tournament.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
They're giving Baido a really cool vibe. I don't mean to be like that, but like, yeah, she seems like, again, very piratey in the sense that she's kind of just free-flowing, but yet she's also a captain, so she can deliver if she needs to get people to deliver. But yeah, I like Baido way more than the other. Actually, no, I like them both, frankly. I just don't like when he opens up about poems and shit. It seems like a little like, okay, well, let's relax. Okay, I even like poems, so it's not even like that. But let's give this a shot. You should definitely be worried, you idiot. I haven't leveled you up yet. Let's give this a shot. I might level him up. I'm not wishing on a bunch of banners, so it'll probably give me a lot of time to, you know,
Great.
do that.
Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
Fuck yeah. I just wanted to drink some water and I was waiting. The Gathering Storm. Alright, well that was fast. It kind of popped up and went away. Guys, I'm gonna try to drink a lot of water, so if I look like I'm burping, throwing up, or just having a whole bad go of it, that's why.
The sound of the ocean waves.
Boom! How about that? Oh, I'm gonna fucking throw up. I really hope the story ends as like, because I don't know, the idea of like us kindling that thing is really a cool concept to me. Because our character, we don't really know, but we're somehow different. Like we don't have a vision. I honestly think that like the underlying stories that are like our character has the soul of a god essentially, or something like to that effect. Because the fact that he doesn't have a vision, but yet can still use elemental abilities means he's like an Archon. Archons don't have vision. Same with a Venti, same with a Diluc. That thing on his butt is actually a fake, basically. It's just so people that aren't like, a god! Just because they're like, oh no, it's a vision. It's just a being that can attain godlike strength, but isn't a god. And I'm like, cool, what? I feel like just as bad, but okay. Oh, look at this!
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are.
Let's just beat the shit out of them.
They had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against?
Who will we be? Let's just because again, this is gonna be real. Okay, listen, I did a lot of re-rolling when I got my account, so I was able to get Venti and a lot of others straight off the cuff, so I was able to kind of benefit in that regard. But as you can see, he's level 20. Not good, pretty bad. I'll probably level him up later. Maybe, we'll see. I have Zhongli, so as long as I have to throw Zhongli in the crux.
Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Then it'll allow just anyone to take part. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Former?
Uh-huh. Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us.
We were like, sounds impressive. We kind of killed them all the time. We killed giant automatons, but okay. Sounds impressive.
I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course, but the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them, and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation.
Well, you see, I did severe they slashed my neck and I can't walk on my right hip, but you know, we're out here. Like, okay.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know.
Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
But I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
That's like a weird move, like a grown-ass man. Yeah, I'll punch a child. Just like, alright, also, I seen you. No, not you. You, lewd woman extraordinaire who has all about... yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. You can't talk to her. She's empty. She's non-existent, apparently. Hello, dudes.
Hi there. Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Ooh. Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Well, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but that's the interesting about the lore in this game about visions. It does seem like gods bestow upon like a vision to people who are specifically like unique, like people who will go, like Bennett's a great example, a person who like without fail will go into a seeking adventure and is going to die if nobody helps him, but is also a character within himself, so gods bestow them power and etc. But yes.
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled.
Doesn't ring a bell.
You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. He teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
Is this Mihoyo's like goofing on like martial art con artists who are like punch me or like have you guys seen the fucking clip of Steven Seagal just fucking just like touching people and they fucking crumble? It's so good. Is it Steven? I think it's Steven Seagal. Oh my god, it's fucking amazing. Anyways.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
Is this really possible?
It sure is. But it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics.
If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
There it is.
There's a tuition fee?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. This is a Grand Master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
Master is getting increasingly impatient with us.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
There may be another reason why you can't seem to master this technique.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Not a bad idea, though.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try.
Guys, I'm really worried we're gonna get in there and it's just gonna be a fucking, just a wreck. We're just gonna get wrecked, basically. I don't know, because they're like, you can't use visions, and then they're just gonna plop my character in there, and I'm like, oh no, he's not leveled up, he can't do anything, it's basically a baby. But it's only 3 people, so maybe, I don't know, are they really gonna make you, like, force you to level up your main character if you're not using him? I don't know. Let's do this, just to be, it's not gonna do anything, but it may give us, no, we're fucked if we can't do, I was gonna give him a weapon that's at least, like, high level, but it's pointless. Anyways. I'm gonna level him up, just don't do it now.
Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
Oh, cool. You're like kneeling down. Dope.
If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
I can't.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life.
See, I think that's the thing that is like a guaranteed way for you to not get a vision. Because it seems like everyone gets a vision because they are hell-bent on their course anyway, and then a god sees that and says, well, actually, I want to see where this leads you, I'm going to give you a hand. But anyone who wants a vision, and they think that that's going to be the thing that leads them to be able to attain their dreams, you're not going to get the vision, because it's the people that have enough madness to take a step forward that gods bestow a vision upon them, because it's like they're going to try anyway, which I think is what they want. But also, gods are kind of just choosing whoever they want as well. Apparently, the fucking fire archon, or whatever, god is just like, fucking have all of it.
No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person.
Gross.
I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without any setbacks. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seemed to get on with just about everyone socially.
You lost me. But also, all the more reason for them to be like, why would we bestow more upon you? You've not been tested at all.
In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet, because there's one thing I'm still missing. A vision. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament.
Do you think every one of his friends are here to, like, they've set up an instance where he dies? Maybe? By getting fought against people who have way more combat experience? I don't know, maybe.
It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
Yeah.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their Kung Fu classes, and another guy who's just really average.
I don't know if we're actually gonna be able to fight.
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
Because I feel like we're gonna use,
let's go sign up.
like, elemental magic, and then Bido or what's his name's gonna pop in and be like, what the fuck? You guys, what? No, vision. It's not about not having a vision. It's about not having the fucking power to kill people. You fucking idiot. What do you mean? You should not be here at all. You don't understand the foundation of the rules, you lunatic. Anyway.
Chink's a village arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name?
I'm Traveler, I guess.
Wait, aren't you?
Yes.
Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh?
Cool,
Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why
cute.
are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask, aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god?
I was like, technically, I'm an asshole and I don't have a vision. Get ready to get killed.
Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Ow.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph later.
I trust you're aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament?
I don't have a vision.
Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui. and always come out on top.
Hey.
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame?
It's just cool that they're like, again, this is something that happens so rarely within storytelling and everything like that, but you do a lot of things throughout the world of that you're playing in this RPG world, and you never, most stories aren't written in the way that is like, hey, your things matter. People are aware of that and they think you're wonderful or like incredible because the things you did is incredible or wonderful, and which is really cool to see that that's like our actions are having feedback within the world rather than it just being like, here's another pointless quest for you to go do. You're just a guppy even though you've basically defeated an army.
It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process.
Gotcha.
So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one.
Nice.
Do you have any others?
I put up with Paimon on a daily basis. I'm 100. I saved Dvalin.
Yeah, put that down. And also defeated the Fatui Harbinger child.
Whoa.
Might as well declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
We got such a douche look on our face, like, yeah, fucking. I hate it. I hope we get destroyed by Windboy.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. By a long shot. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize.
Nope.
Namely, a vision.
Thanks.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then?
Everyone's misunderstanding the situation. I'm just not that interested in the vision, that's all. Yeah. Well, everyone's misunderstanding the situation.
Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like this. I can hardly believe it myself, to be honest. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Guys?
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right?
Well, I don't have any of my melee ability leveled up either, Paimon.
Alright, it's showtime! You got this!
Okay, I don't.
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete?
So, I'm just gonna throw him on a weapon. I'm probably gonna die, because, I don't have my character leveled up anyway. This may be where we cut, and I force level him as much as I can. Those motherfuckers are making you fucking level up the main. I know why they're doing it. They're gonna give you a stupid advantage when we go to Inazuma. Like I bet we're gonna get the vision, but the vision's not gonna do shit, and then finally well, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. I should stop. Let's try it.
Then please follow me into—
It's gonna be a nightmare, honey. I'm almost certain. It's just I'm gonna die. You're gonna have to watch, and it's yep.
Our next competitor is seen by many
He's
as the
level
favorite
75.
to win this tournament. His
He's level
first bout
75.
begins now.
He's level 75.
You're the hero they're talking about? How am I supposed to...
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with?
Oh, I wish I would have heard more.
Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I didn't do shit. I just did charge attacks. Good. I was like, my heart dropped when I seen that it was level 70, and I looked at my health level and it was level 20, and I was like, not like this. Although I did suspect that would happen. Was good.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show he put on just now, he's more than convinced me of his ability. So come on, we all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
I wonder why it's changed us to be Animo when we're Geo right now.
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you.
I don't see what all the fuss is about.
Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right? So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
I don't have...
But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about.
I don't, it could get bad.
We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior.
Ooh.
You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard.
I haven't forgotten why I'm here.
Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
Alright, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Yeah, okay, so so it seems like they're like, if you didn't level up your character, you're gonna have to fail a quest, come back. But I don't know if they're gonna force you to do that. That's so shitty. I know why they're doing it though. They're doing it because in Inazuma we get an electro equivalent of our character that's great. It's like it takes the other, like the Animo and the Geo and makes them, well, Geo is still good because of Zhongli and Resonance, but basically, yeah, I think it's their idea of trying to make it so that everything gets amplified and buffed up. So that when you go to Inazuma, your main character is at least taken care of and leveled up. So I don't think you're able to progress unless you do that to some extent. But let's see how far we can get away with being an asshole about it. But
your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament.
Right.
I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
God damn.
Relax, my guy's at the top of his game. He ain't gonna lose.
I'm ready.
Okay, follow me.
Well, we're at the top of the game. We're kind of just the cream of the crop, I guess.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Who's it? Give me a sec. Playing it by ear, little tiny boy. Oh, we're fine. Okay, I was not trying to hit at all because I wasn't sure how we'd compare. And we can actually hit quite a bit. Bah!
Pretty good.
Okay, maybe it's not forcing you to do that.
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling.
Oh, is that the one guy?
Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
I believe you have the potential to be a champion.
Right! for a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
That's awesome.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest.
Nice.
Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
Yeah.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
So will I.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick. So don't get too cocky.
Oh, is this the one guy? The Wind Boy? I hope that guy gets a vision, because everyone been asking for like certain bodies. So when you see the Fatui, you see like the big, tough, or like big ass, muscular dudes. You see the like different body types. You're like, I want to see someone who has that player model as a playable character. Someone who's tall and like fucking buff as shit, kind of like an inverse of Zhongli, who has the same height but maybe like a little bit more beefy. But yeah, also what's good, mustache?
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance.
Nice.
I myself was eliminated in the 3rd round. Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Maybe next time, huh? Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
Yeah.
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place.
Nice.
His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, why didn't you dodge? But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. Why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingsheng clan kung fu.
How did your match go?
Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit. I don't dare tell my master about this, otherwise I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment, so I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Maybe we can go talk to Beidou. Surely
Beidou?
She's gotta know something.
I want to say Beidou so badly. Beidou. Beidou.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable.
Thanks, Brady.
I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind.
Yes.
And it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill.
What? I thought you were supposed to, like, know a lot. We have plenty of experience with bouts in this regard. I'm misunderstanding that word, maybe? Maybe.
In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beidou did.
Wow. Okay, yeah, so they're really observant. Like, they're hearing and they're paying attention to so many things.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
Yeah, glad it's almost over. It sure is. Yeah, glad it's almost over.
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style.
Nice.
As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles.
Let's do it.
What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
It's vital that we make it to Inazuma. Beidou.
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about. Come with me.
I wonder if we could. I wish we could deny. Did like say no. I'm okay. I don't want any advantage. Yeah, we'll just handle it. Just try to do our best.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter.
Okay.
You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
So you already knew.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match.
Yes, but how did you know?
When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
Yeah.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell! It's weird!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities?
All I did was touch the statues of the seven.
Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
It's all thanks to Paimon's companionship.
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, he just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant.
We're the main protagonist, my guy. That's kind of like how it works.
However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me.
I hate to disappoint you, my guy, but we can only do one at a time. It's really unfortunate. We gotta go to the statue, touch it again. It's really like inconvenient, honestly. It sounds, you make it sound cool, like we could just step them on and off. We can't. It's one at a time. It's a nightmare. Anyways.
Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange.
Fair enough.
Now then, let's test your skills.
Uh-oh.
Shall we?
It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. Well, maybe.
Stabilize.
Oh, here we go.
Order guide.
Boom. Yeah, this is totally my guy, my character. This is totally it. Yep, it is. You get it. Right? Am I right? Let's do one of those. Let's do this. Let's do one of these. Let's do this. No one got hit by that. Feels real bad. Now I could kill you. Okay, I didn't mean to kill that man. All right. Well, it's fine. Hey.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you.
Nice.
Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attack should pose no threat to you.
Thank you. I will not underestimate him.
Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles.
Yeah! Yeah, it's not like we're just using Razor. Zhongli, I'll bet is like our main guy.
The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding Inazuma.
Ooh, I am indeed in the dark, so please enlighten me.
So that's what you're curious about?
Everything?
Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro-Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electro-Visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
Yeah, that's why every like Electro person has been either like not from Inazuma. Also, it's the reason why we probably don't have any 5-star Electro characters yet.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
Or a bitch.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh?
Yeah.
Have you encountered the Electro-Archon before?
Oh, this fucking weird cube bitch. Put me in this hell.
With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
I do kind of feel like it's shit, because, like, we're not... Like, hopefully someone, the runner-up gets the vision. Or maybe we, like, spark the vision, cuz...
Why isn't he here yet?
Oh, he's gonna be a sneak attack.
Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This is the final match! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the 2 finalists have emerged.
Why am I standing like that? I'm standing with such, like, my arms are fully extended back. like, Jesus, your fucking spine.
Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen him, his reputation knows no bounds. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Wow! I've been waiting for this moment.
You can stab in the back.
I'm sure everyone witnessed his thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch.
Here we go.
As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight.
No, we know what? I hate when none of the answers are like what is happening. Maybe they got the match. Makes sense, sure.
They've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beidou, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Let me see.
That best.
It's gone, all right. The vision is missing.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beidou.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
My opponent was a no-show anyway.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
Ooh. Again, which makes sense with his kit. He's the autumn boy slash maple leaf boy, which is also awesome. Love it, Canada, all that.
Current.
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance.
Well, that was
ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
Is this the 2 o'clock the guy? Oh, yeah, this would be real fast.
By the way,
I didn't think about
what
that.
made you suddenly think of checking the price in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
Because I'm just living my best life, is what he said. Boom! 25,000 without even superconduct activated. All day. Easy. Anyways. Boom.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Stop it. God damn it.
Hubris. This way. Follow me.
I'm trying,
there
but
may
the
be
stupid...
an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Are you shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me? What is this goddamn thing? It's gonna fail me. This is bullshit. Damn you. Just because there's fucking gliding makes me so mad. What is happening? Why don't they make these to make sense?
Follow me.
Because you're just sitting there like, why am I having to combust my wings? Oh, I feel like a psycho. I feel like a crazy person.
Here
we go. Some of this. Treasure hunters. You shit me? Disgust me.
In which case, please stand back.
On my nose. Do we not get to play you? I always really hoping we get to play you. It was bad. Yeah, it is. It's quite excessive. An unfortunate death, some would say. Ooh, look at you. You little rat.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
Other people keep thinking. People keep thinking that visions get you everything. I think that's exactly the point, is that the gods are like, no, dumbass. If anything, you are not, if you have a lot, if you continue to pursue what you desire, then you'll get a vision. It's not like you need a vision to get what you desire, and therefore you can get it.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely, speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine, fine. I admit it.
Interesting. Okay, so yeah, the vision doesn't react to just a human's desire to want power.
I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent!
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me.
You've got nowhere else to run now, just give it up.
Drat. This should have gone differently.
Just do as we say and there'll be no further consequences.
Really?
If you give up the vision, we'll let you go.
Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
Okay, that's kind of cool, because Genshin goes a little soft with a lot of stuff, and it's interesting to see, like, okay, well, I guess you genociding a whole city is in the cards. But anyways, point being, it's cool to see someone who actually has some, like, malice in him, or, like, some demons.
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel.
It isn't just shouting like, I am tortured.
If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Alright, well, we could have just got it and then been done with it. I mean, we don't get much from him anyway. Just gonna do one of these. We're just gonna hit him twice, I think. Yeah. Ooh, 4 times. Look at you.
Temporary setback.
Sorry.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please.
My beautiful face.
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him.
Oh, that's what
Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Interesting. So he was trying to see if, like, when someone is on death's door and, like, begging for life, if maybe that's when the gods would be like, all right, fine. But I don't think it has anything to do with that.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Treasure Hunter leaves in a frenzy.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision. But unfortunately, nothing happened.
So we were planning this all along?
Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
Oh man, I was really hoping it would be like in it. Well, maybe it still is. Could be in a special moment where it's like, oh my god, you did it, or whatever, but ...
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
Oh.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision.
Oh.
No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Why are you so attached to this vision?
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend.
Huh.
He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity.
Corruption.
While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god.
Huh.
Perhaps one day I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please.
Yeah.
All right then. It's time we returned.
If you need to talk more, I'm here to listen.
Do not let my feelings trouble you. But thank you.
What do you call it? I love those, man. Those hit different. Those also are a gold mine for thumbnails. Outside video stuff. But yeah, no, that was beautiful. I love that a lot. But yes, you know, that was awesome. It's interesting because we see like the Archon, the Electro Archon building this like fucking clearly like a Dvalin Fatui corrupted nonsense. Or is it? No, is it Fatui? No, it's not Fatui. It's something else. The Abyss Heralds, kind of like a temptation, corruption, weird shit they do to the gods, which is part of our good old sister's probably plan to seek vengeance for her fallen, like, place or home. I hope we can rekindle it because it's an electro vision, and also that dude looks sick as hell, dude. He had like it looked like he was holding a giant ass katana. It looked fucking beefy. It looked like he was the inverse of Kazuha, where Kazuha's light and fast and like connected with the environment. He is like a berserker, like a melee hitter. Return to the Are you shitting me? This character is currently involved in a quest? I hate this so much. Because we need to fucking... It's like you're punished for unlocking a quest. We're back! Okay, so that was a little unfortunate. We actually had to go do... Wait, these reset? How fast do these reset? We just got these a couple minutes ago. Jeez. Those reset like a couple seconds, jeez. Regardless, my friends. I just basically accidentally did Ganyu's quest. So yeah, well not all of it. I did like the first bit of it until like the secretaries were like, hey, and then that was it. Apparently I can do it now. I'm hoping it's not like, by the way, you can't do the second part because we use these assets of the secretaries. Yeah. Which I assume is why I couldn't function with it, basically, which sucked. It's a stupid reason. Also, I really need to bring like Zhongli up to level 7 or like 90. Albedo can stay where he is. I think he's level 80, basically. Chi can stay where she is until she gets a buff, which apparently is coming, but we'll see. But ladies and gentlemen, let's throw down, finally.
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
Oh, no.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Oh.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified, and our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is bullshit.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
Not like this. Not like this. So will we be able to travel to Inazuma now?
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. Nice. She is a woman of her word.
Nice.
But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip.
Good.
In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Nice.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made.
Nice.
In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful.
Damn it! Oh, that seems like such a shittier ending to the cooler, like, peak of a story where, like, I thought we were gonna be fighting him or something, or Beidou or something, with, like, the full-fledged force of our build. And then, like, whilst we are walking away, accepting our end of the bargain, the vision starts sparkling or something, and we see Kazuha be like, okay, some shit's happening. Then we get the vision, and we can take his, like, friend, his samurai friend, with, like, this badass spirit, forward to, like, describe Inazuma to us, maybe. I don't know, something. But instead, it's like, no, you win by default, and you get to go on a little boat trip.
One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
Yes. Content, baby. Content. Alright, well. We got a medal. That's cool. But, you know, also kind of like, well. Also, we didn't get to play Kazuha. I guess we got the test arena, but you didn't have a quest? We just gotta hear about Kazuha. We're actually gonna play him. Oh no, I don't think. I think could we have played Kazuha when we were fighting that one dude? I don't think so. Regardless, this is it. That was what we just. Yep. Okay. Well, I accidentally started Ganyu's quest, which is old AF, but you know, is what it is. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I'm a bit like. Or sorry, like it had the makings of so many cool, like, foundational things, but instead it seemed like at the last minute they ran on a budget, and you're like, oh, they spent it all on Inazuma probably. But yeah, I guess so. I guess we'll see Kazuha again, this beloved samurai poet, who is trying to rekindle his friend's spark. And who knows, maybe what the person he'll find will be like the next Electro 5-star outside of the Archon herself, which I don't know if we're gonna get too soon. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I think the thing had so much promise, but it kind of fell off at the last minute there, where, like, again, like, they're like, and you win by default, and because I thought it was the second runner-up, and like at the last minute they were like, yeah, by the way, we didn't have enough time to make the third fight, so there was just 2. I know it's a weird bit of business, but it's what it is. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, shit. Feels kind of bad, I'll be honest. Also, I bet Beidou's like, what the fuck? I mean, I guess, but Jesus, it seems like a failed thing, simply put. Bunch of bullshit, essentially. But alas, ladies and gentlemen, that was a story quest leading us into Inazuma. So now, and this is what a lot of people speculated way back in the day, which is this is going to be Bido, is going to be the person that takes us to Inazuma, sets off our journey, with her being an Electro person and being able to be, her having gifted that from the Archon herself, probably has some sort of way around shit, and it just kind of makes sense. But yeah, I'm jazzed. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what the 1.7 is gonna be. We still have some shit to kind of mess around with 1.7. We have events popping off and coming out, such as oh, we can't see them here, but yeah, after this one, I believe there's going to be some events popping off, and I probably should wrap this one up sooner rather than later. So that's what I might do today. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hopefully, you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. Subscribe button over there. 2 videos to my far right. Thank you once again, and goodbye.